Hey YouTube, how you doing? I am back with another Empire review. I am really loving this show. Guys, I'm so sorry that my last video, it just took forever to upload. It would not upload off of iMovie. We ended up having to do a direct upload, which took forever. So, it took forever to get up there, so it's just not getting up there, and I'm probably going to post this video right behind it. So, that's not going to be my norm. We're going to review this from week to week. Maybe a day or two behind the show, depending on my work schedule, but we're gonna review it. But let's just get on into Empire. Empire started off with Lucius's video from back in the day, and I was like, what is he doing in this car? Who's this girl? Because I missed the whole credit of the video the first time. So, and then it comes on his screen, and he was watching. They were doing some expose news on him, and then his security camera comes up, and guess who's at his front door? Cookie. Baby just bust into his house, told him to pay the cab driver, and then she was like, oh, I'm hungry. His girlfriend saw her on the screen. She was fully dressed then, but then she's gonna come out in her underwear, her pants, trying to show her who rules, but Cookie was not bothered, not whatsoever. He was like, what are you doing here? And she wants Jamal to be on the showcase for their new club, and I cannot think of the club for the sake of the name, but anyway, she wants Jamal to be there. He was like, no, he was gonna let MC, whoever, whatever rapper, do it for him, and he wanted somebody big, and they would never perform together. Blah 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 blah. So Becky, which is the girl from Precious character, he was on his way, after he get her out the way, he's on his way to work. She's trying to call him, and she's like, but there's something I need to tell you, and he's just telling him this, telling him that, blah, blah, blah. And then Malik Gilbert's character bumps in and says, blah, blah, blah is happening with such and such, such and such. And he was like, see, I was trying to tell you. She was like, see, I was trying to tell you. So, oh boy, got himself in some real trouble. People are trying to back out of them going public, and it's just a whole mess. Meanwhile, the older son, we find out that he is bipolar, and he needs his meds readjusted. And that wife got him on lock, y'all, on lock. But did y'all see that scene where she was like trying to convince him and telling him what he needs to do when she puts on the baby bib and does her thing? My fiance was like, we need a baby bib, and I just looked at him like he's crazy. But that I'm gonna move on from there. Okay. So then we come around to Miss Cookie. Cookie just bust up into Jamal's house. Jamal's doing his thing with his partner, and then here come her sister behind her. She's like, get up, get dressed. I said, wait in the car. I was like, I couldn't be her assistant. No ma'am, no way, no how. Empire, my God, this show is so good. Oh my God, the show is so good. So anyway, Becky is using Lucius's private restroom, and she runs across his prescription bottle, and like a true nosy black woman that we are, she Googles it and finds out that this is ALS medicine. So she comes out the bathroom. He's fussing at her about using the bathroom, throws a nut or some grapes or something at her, and then she was like, you ain't gonna tell me? And he was like, I couldn't tell nobody. We have to keep this on the hush. That's why you got your sons plotting against each other. Blase, blase. Um, Malik Gilbert's character, because I can't think of his name, gets the call that, oh boy, that Lucius shot last week is in the water. Lucius is really playing this thing down. He is a low down dirty scoundrel when it comes down to this. So Cookies is Malik Gilbert calls and tells him, he got to tell Cookie, and then he tells everybody to meet everybody, for everyone to meet at his house. So Cookie's practicing with Jamal. She loves the song that she's doing. This is what you need to do. Forgive that. This is what you need to do. Blah blah blah. And she gives him a hug, and all of a sudden she gets the call. Here's your daddy, and she just started going off on him. And you need to let Jamal. You know Jamal has talent. Blah blah blah. And he was like, Cookie, such and such is dead. And she's like awe in awe. And so they meet up at his house, and all the boys are just kind of distraught, and he was like, I need to find out who did this to my friend. You did it. You know you did it. You was, oh my God. And Cookies is like, she tries to comfort Hakeem, and Hakeem kind of moves away from her. She was like, I know he was like a daddy to you. So he moves away from her because he just cannot understand. He ain't never been around her, basically. Um, so then Jamal tries to comfort Hakeem, and he was like, how she know he's like that? And he was like, they are cousins. Oh my God, that dang on Lucius. Press conference with Andre's wife sets it up with this lady that she's gonna get Jamal to come out, and he's gonna sing this song, and it's gonna be great. And the lady's like, don't stand me up. She tells Andre's wife that, I will mess you up. Don't be wasting my time. Hakeem and his boys go into the restaurant, and they acting a plumb D fool, acting so doggone stupid. He videotape, the friends are videotaping, just being a dumb black boy, basically. And he makes this statements to the girl Tiana. Oh, I forgot to tell you about Tiana. While he was practicing, or supposed to be practicing, really fooling around with his friends, she walks into the wrong room, and he's just like mesmerized by this girl. So he goes into her thing, and him and his fools acting stupid, ruining her doggone rehearsal, and she ain't trying to give him the time of day. She just calls him a rich spoiled brat, which he is a rich spoiled brat. Anyway, moving forward to where I was, he made some kind of message to her. I don't know if he peeves on something or just pulls his stuff out. In the restaurant, all the people looking around, and they just disgusted and disgusted. And he was like, I can buy this, blah, 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 blah. And then he starts talking about Barack Obama like he's a satellite, blah, blah. I'm just like, oh my God. You know your daddy tight with the presidents, right? Right? Oh my God. So, whew. Daddy Lucius is trying to apologize to Barack Obama, and Barack basically hangs up in his face. So then Andre, of course, have told on Jamal about his press conference about coming out, and he meets up with Jamal and tells him that if he comes out, then he is cut off. So of course the press conference is set up. Cookie's there, his partner's there. Everybody's waiting on him. He don't show up. He not answering the phone. None of that. Okay, y'all. My hand is getting tired because George wants to be held. Say, hey, YouTube. Hey. Alright, so after the press conference, they all somehow get back to the Empire building together, and they all get ready on the interview Andre, Malik Yoba's character, the rapper that got in trouble, Lucius and his girl, and Cookie kissed the elevator, she in there, whatever, and she said so. I really missed that part of how they got started. I know a girl jumped and got fly with her. Of course, Lucius jumped in the middle of that and was like, okay, we not finna do that. And then, oh boy, you already in trouble, on the verge about to get dropped from your label, and you want to start talking crazy. And he let him talk. Ooh, and she got mad, and she's like, you don't let him talk like that to me. And she storms off or whatever. And I guess he thought about it after his girl got off the thing, and he was like, effective immediately, he's dropped from the label. So getting to the end of the episode, Hakeem was supposed to be doing the opening with Oh Boy. He was like, he all sad because he got to do it by himself. And Cookie finds Jamal, and he was like, I know you mad at me. I'm just not ready to do it that way. Of course, he don't want to tell on his daddy. And he's like, let me go check on Hakeem. And Hakeem is like, I don't want to do this by myself. You should come out there with me. And Dad don't want me out there. Hakeem starts to do his thing. He got a good little flow to him. And he's doing his thing, and there's lights pop up, and bam, there's Jamal, and Cookie's like, Jamal. And Lucius' face was like, went from, he was mad. He was really, really, really mad. But he cannot deny that was a good performance for his son. And then he was like, the next time it's gonna be Jamal in the forefront, and he looking like, you're right. So that is the episode of Empire for this week. So far this show is giving you everything, every bit of life. So please rate, comment, subscribe, and I will see you guys next week with my Empire review. Say bye, George, since you've been featured in the video all the time. Say bye. No, you gotta look at the camera, fool. Say bye. All right, bye for real, y'all. Bye.